I got this, yeah.
Yo, this is the Hungry Millennial coming to you from Chicago, Illinois. Today I wanted to talk to you about how consistency builds strength, right? So if you want to be strong at something, whether it's rapping, basketball, football, soccer, if you want to be a good motivational speaker, you want to be a music producer, whatever you want to do, you got to get to that point where you don't give up. You cannot fold, right? You have to stay submerged in your craft. And if you can't stay submerged in your craft, maybe that's not really your passion. At the end of the day, you have to find whatever it takes to not hold back, expend all that energy. You know, it's like when you go to the gym, right? Most people are like, oh yeah, I'm going to the gym to get strong. Now you going to the gym to get weak, right? You break down your muscles, right? And then in that recovery is when you build the strength, right? Sometimes all the knowledge and everything that you learn about your craft may seem like spaghetti on the wall, but you got to realize why you're there. You're there to be broken down and built up as a totally different person, right? So whatever you're doing in life, make sure you're staying focused on whatever it is. Don't get distracted by, I got a baby mama, I got bills, I got things that, that I struggle with on a regular basis, right? I'm not good at video editing, right? One thing that I do is I watch what other people do. I watch what other people in my craft are doing. Every day I'm listening to a Gary V podcast. I'm listening to an Eric Thomas video, right? My first follow in the morning is Eric Thomas, right? Because, in order to be good at my craft, I want to bring value, right? I want to bring value. Gary V talks about bringing value, then asking for business. Many times where we go wrong is we're asking for the business or for the sale, and we're not sweet at what we're doing, right? I started this vlog so that I can build consistency, right? I can hold myself to a higher standard of getting out of my comfort zone, right? In college, I was able to speak really well in settings of my peers, right? So in order to get to that point, I would go to the teacher's office and I would sit and I would talk to my professors and I would go over my speech and I would go over whatever I was going to bring to the table with people who had already been there, because my degree was in corporate communication, right? So communication is everything. That's from marketing, that's from public speaking, that's public relations, that's everything communication, even everything that you put on a piece of paper, graphics, all of that, right? So if I wanted to become sweet at something, I had to submerge myself in there, right? I'm nowhere on any type of level near any of the speakers that I listen to, like Tony Robbins, right? He's sweet, he's a multi-millionaire, but he made it off of bringing value in his speaking, right? So my thing is if you focus on the things you can control, that's your work ethic, that's your ability to learn, that's your ability to soak up things, right? I'm not good at reading books, right? To digest the information quickly, right? So I found podcasts and things that were videography related, because the mind is a theater, right? Audio is in radio is theater of the mind, right? So if you can get to a point where you're submerging yourself in that, right? Sometimes doing what feels easy, hanging out with friends on a regular basis, if you a rapper or if you want to be sweet at whatever you do, you trying to be, a great teacher, a great professor, whatever you do, sometimes those decisions can hamper what your focus is, because everybody doesn't have the same focus, right? So remember, stay consistent, build that strength no matter what you're going through, right? Because life is going to be hard, life is going to be tough, right? But you have to maintain that consistency on a regular daily basis, because real life can tell how much you put into your craft. It can tell if you really out there studying, right? My videos are getting shorter because I understand people's attention span, right? So I'm like, okay, back to the drawing board, right? I got to get back to that point where I'm studying other people's videos. I'm studying the people that are considered great. And here's the bottom line is I'm not even close to their level. And a lot of people have never heard of their names. A lot of people haven't heard of Dr. Eric Thomas, right? A lot of people haven't heard of Gary V. People have heard of Tony Robbins, but a lot of people haven't heard of him, right? And he's got way more followers than I am. So on a regular daily basis, I'm consistently trying to build strength in my craft. If it's detailing, I am studying detailing from a YouTube perspective. I'm sitting down, looking at books, studying the different chemicals and products that go into making a vehicle great on the interior, right? Because I want to do interior detailing. That's my thing. That's my craft, right? If rapping is your craft, you need to be studying music. Music greats, not just rappers, right? If producing is your craft, you need to be studying, you know, everything that's relative to videography, right? If that's what you want to do, and you got to be studying the audio, the sound waves, right? So if you want to get sweet, stay submerged. Give all you have to your craft on a regular daily basis. Every day you need to be looking at something relative to your craft. And if you can get to that point, you will get sweet. I promise you. I promise you. Or you'll find whatever craft that works for you instead of the one that you're currently in, right? So, yo, this is the Hungry Millennial. Like, share, subscribe. Consistency builds strength. Remember that. This is a Hungry Millennial. Like, share, subscribe. Thank you.